my name's Kat, and I've been using the LEGA since about September 2023. I have cystic fibrosis, which is a lung condition, and it also affects the digestive system. But in the lungs, it means that there's a build-up of very thick and sticky mucus, which is really, really difficult to move unless I have constant physiotherapy, exercise and medication. I first came across the LEGA in September 2023 when I was admitted to hospital with this very severe lung infection. It was affecting my day-to-day lifestyle in terms of daily exercise, vigorous exercise, day-to-day routines. I was coughing a hell of a lot, and so when I went into hospital, I was on IV antibiotics, but I was also being prescribed 3 sessions of physiotherapy per day. And the physiotherapist at the hospital, they brought in this LEGA machine, and I've never seen one before, but rather than just do hand percussion, they started using this over my back and the top of my chest as well. So that's where I first came across it. Previously to that, the type of physiotherapy that I would do with my condition would be either using a flutter, an a cappella, just a handheld breathing pressure, and also some hand percussion and obviously exercise as well. But the LEGA really made quite a difference over maybe a 3-day period. So the first 2 days I found it quite difficult because the thick sticky mucus was still very, very stubborn and wasn't moving. But after consistent work over the first 3 days of my treatment in hospital, and coming in to regularly have some treatment with the LEGA, I felt a real difference in how much I was able to clear my airways and clear my airways of sputum. So I think with consistent and a consistent approach to the physiotherapy and sort of commitment to using the LEGA, it can make a real difference. So what I have found is really helpful is the fact that it has a handheld option here, so it actually holds the top of my hand as well. So I could do it on the very top of my chest, so I wouldn't go any lower than that. But also when someone is then using the LEGA on me, they can easily run it up and down my back if I was standing up, but it's easier if I'm actually laying down on my front. So yeah, that's a really handy part to the machine, to the device. When I bought the LEGA after my time in hospital, because I decided it was something that I could do at home, and I was really pleased that it was something different from the other physiotherapy that I often do myself. The only restraint is that it sometimes requires someone else to help me, especially if it's on my back, but with a little bit of flexibility in my arms, sometimes I can get it working. But that's the only restraint. Other than that, the impact that it's had has made airway clearance a lot easier, but that's with a consistent approach. So, making sure that you really commit to using it once a day, once every other day. It really does make an impact in terms of how I felt. My airways have been a lot clearer. I've been able to clear easily rather than it build up and be a very, very thick and sticky mucus to try and get rid of, so that build up is lower because I'm consistently doing it. So the quality, in terms of the way it's affected the quality of my life, it has just definitely improved it, made physiotherapy easier over time, and yeah, it's just been a different way of doing airway clearance and making sure that I am keeping my lungs as clear as possible, whilst my body continually builds up that mucus. Any physiotherapy routine would be to do my nebulizer, which kind of gets a little bit of movement going in my lungs anyway. Then I would do some airway clearance, but now that I have the LEGA, I would actually do the LEGA first. After the nebulizer, I would do the LEGA, and then I would combine it with the airway clearance, either just normal breathing techniques that I would use, or by using the a cappella handheld device that I have as well. So I've definitely combined it to make a really efficient physiotherapy routine during my airway. So with my condition, it is a genetic condition, cystic fibrosis, but there's lots of really positive ways that you can make sure that you have that healthy lifestyle, even though it's a very restricting and progressively worse. It gets progressively worse over time. So the kind of things that I do to make sure that my lifestyle isn't hindered by my disease, regular exercise, commitment to the physiotherapy routines, whatever they might be, really healthy diet and balanced diet, really looking at the nutrients that you're taking in, and regular intervals of water, so really regular breaks for water. So that really helps as well. The water intake really helps with the how sticky the mucus can be. The more dehydrated you'd be, the worse it would be, and more difficult it would be to actually remove any mucus from the lungs as well. So, and obviously any medical additions that you would have as well. So any medicine, be regular with it, be making sure that you are committed to doing everything you're supposed to do and recommended by the doctor. So yes, sounds like a lot, but all of these things are just normal routines for me, and it's not something that really hinders my day. It's just part of my day, and so being committed to every part of those steps is in terms of the awareness of cystic fibrosis, is not very well known in Asia. It's predominantly a Caucasian disease, but I think the only thing that bothers me the most is that if I do have a coughing fit, it's very difficult in public to not be noticed, especially after COVID. So any cough is often frowned upon. So that's, I think, the thing that I would really love to see is just a little bit more understanding. And, you know, several people, when I've been on the train, have actually got up and walked away from me, which really is quite upsetting. You know, I can easily clear a shopping aisle when I have a cough. So, yeah, I think that awareness that not every cough is COVID, not every cough is contagious. I think that awareness would really make a difference in a lot of CF patients' lives. I've lived in Malaysia for 7 years. This is our 8th year in Malaysia. We love living here. It's an amazing country to live in. I'm a PE teacher, so is my husband, and we also have a 2-year-old son who was born here. So he is a little bit Malaysian, I suppose, as well. And yeah, we see ourselves here for definitely for the long term. It's definitely somewhere we call home, and the country is beautiful. Yeah, we hope to be here for a long time.